Bring the kid, traumatize her for life. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. Any other questions? I have one more torch. Maybe a couple more questions. Anyone? You.
What's the most insane injury you've gotten?
Most insane injury I've gotten. Pick one. Fire eating or juggling?
Fiery.
Fire eating. Very well. Fire eating, I had someone break my safety line in Santa Barbara while a news crew was filming. I had a circle, I had everyone set up, and just as I was about to do a fire blow, this reporter walks directly in front of my line.
Oh.
And it came down to a choice between lighting her on fire or lighting me on fire. So I went up. And I got first-degree burns from here to here, second-degree burns from here to here, third-degree burns here. I had to grow back this nostril. They're just finding out now how I did it, because a lot of your stem cells reside in the tip of your nose. And that incident never made the news, crazy enough. So now that I've set the mood, next question. Anyone? No one? Really? Really? You have here in front of you a guy that makes his living in this day and age as a juggler and fire eater. You.
Do you juggle swords?
Do I juggle swords? I do. At my 3 o'clock show, you should come back. It is a completely different show that I'm not hawking right now for in the least. Not encouraging you guys to come and see. But I do a completely different show at 3 o'clock, and it is awesome. And this is the fire show, that is the juggling show. Both of them have like a cross between the other, but I'm almost done doing this. Next question. Anyone? Hello, welcome. You.
Do you juggle swords on fire?
Do I juggle swords on fire? I have done it before, but it's actually really hard to get the wicking and the blade going at the same time. But you, sir.
What's up?
How are you?
Good. Yourself?
No one ever sits there since the incident. If you haven't figured it out, I like messing with people too. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time.
Is it hot?
That one person did it. Wait. Leading the audience. Perhaps the audience should ask me, is it hot?
Is it hot?
It's fire, people. The audience should ask, does it hurt?
Does it hurt?
It's fire, people. I'm not a magician. When it looks like the flames are hitting my flesh, it's because the flames are hitting my flesh. Ladies and gentlemen, I actually take a bit of damage during this particular show. That is to say, once again, reiterating, I am not a magician. I'll explain more of that towards the end of the show. But know this, by the end of this, if you're really, really, really good to me, come up and ask nicely. I will show you the fresh second-degree burns on my tongue. And now that I've freaked everyone out, are you ready for the show? Yes!
Yes!
All right, it's a bloodthirsty crowd. Then know that I'm going that extra mile for you. Go that extra couple inches for me. Everyone stand up for one moment. Stand up, stand up. If you're going to have a video, don't post this anywhere because people will actually copy it. I'm serious. But everyone else, come in close, like you're trying to see something very cool. It's a con and you're all in on it. There's a reason I'm doing this. Yeah, there you go. All the way up to the front row. All the way up to the front row. There you go. Perfect. You can do it. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's part of the show. Meanwhile, I'm quietly doing the Richard Pryor Memorial 100-yard dash. Thank you for being cool enough to get that. He used to say Joan of Arc, but apparently it's too soon. Here we go. For you people over, it's like a gaggle of photographers over here. Do it for them. As the wind picks up. People have been watching me do this a good hunk of their lives. It's a running joke. See, no wind right now. Wind. Oh yes, and it's just that easy. Oh, for you people over here. Hello. You can hear it. Wait, we'll blow the theory that it's because the heat goes upward. Nice. Remember, kids, I am not a role model.
Yeah, you are.
Bless you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know I've hit a lull in the show, but that is about to change. I see that some of you are thinking to yourself, sure, he did it. Now, when you get older, it's mostly just awkward silence. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go, here we go. Now I get dedicated. That squirming girl right there. And it'd be kind of sexy, it's true. I love that she flinches at the blown kiss. But I also know from experience that if I dedicate it to say, that gentleman right there, it's just that much more disturbing. Sir, have you ever had a man do this for you before? No? Liar.
Oh my goodness.
I am the king of uncomfortable, alright? Here we go, here we go. Okay, people have just arrived for this moment, great. Alright. As I said, so, girls, hold on to your boyfriends. Or girlfriends, I'm okay with that. If you don't have one, what a cool way to meet. Imagine explaining me to the grandkids. Imagine explaining me at career day. Oh yes. Look at it. Especially you. Look at it, sir. Look at it. It's all for you. Oh wait. I can tell by that lack of reaction that maybe I should point something out. Ow. Maybe was this not clapping crap? I just lit my nipple on fire for you people. I mean, really think about it. What the hell is it going to take? All right, lady, it's your turn. Maybe I should point out that what I'm using here is Coleman fuel, white gasoline. It does say harmful or fatal if swallowed right on the bottle. There's a reason for this. It is indeed actually harmful or fatal if swallowed. By the way, no joke, guys. Every time I do this, I swallow a bit of this poisonous. Gives you a little every time you use it. Fuel. Every time I do this, I really do burn myself. Just a bit. Now this is especially true if I stall. You're staring at my nipple, aren't you, sir? Good to know yourself. Now. Oh, wait, take that out of the way for just a second. Over here. There you go. Face that direction. Because you see, I want them to see, because this lady over here, she's been squirming so much, it's been a piece of art throughout this entire show. Now this has been burning so long, it's actually picking up heat as I've been talking to you, as I'm delaying it. And then she's been looking away at the critical moments. Now I am so close, you can actually hear the sound of my singeing flesh as I wrap my lips around. Look at that. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, what this of course means is that I, your faithful juggler, have been lighting myself on fire and poisoning myself sheerly for your sick and twisted Renaissance amusement! We're very quiet. We can hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, so the question isn't how do I do that? That's been very clear. The question becomes why, which leads to another question. Have you enjoyed the show? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I need real enthusiasm. Have you enjoyed the show? Yeah. Now, seriously, that's what I like to hear. I like to hear that because, you see, nobody becomes a juggler or a fire eater for the money. We become jugglers. High dexterity. We become jugglers, we become fire eaters, we become performers in general for audiences exactly like you. So, in all seriousness, thank you for making it worth it. Now,
Oh, it's this part.
it's okay, it's okay. There's a puddle of fuel there. We're in it together now. Seriously, have you enjoyed the show? I see some of you are squirming because you sense the end is coming. Don't. There is no pressure. I don't do that to my audience. I don't provide pressure, I provide perspective. Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of this, I will be doing another ancient art form known as passing the hat. Now, you think nothing of giving a waiter a few dollars at the end of bringing you your meal, because you understand that that is part of the gig. That guy can make an honest living. This is how I make my honest living. The difference is, that guy brought you a meal. I, however, lit my nipple on fire for you. Let you know what to do. Not only did I do that, but I did the entire show at the audience's request while standing on and near a crate clearly marked explosives. It's on fire. Go out. Clearly marked explosives this side up. It's upside down. People still sat in the first row. People put their children in the first row. You got in close as I literally twirled my villain-like mustache. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a theory that people do this because they don't pay attention to the world around them. They sit there and they wander through, assuming just because something's on stage, it can't possibly be real. You make the assumption that everything is safe. Ladies and gentlemen, if you make the assumption that if something is a little bit out of the ordinary but extraordinary in front of you, can't be real, and that's your default position, you run the risk of leading a less extraordinary life. And it's not my experience that is robbed by your lack of belief, but yours. You want to get the baby out of the way. I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go back here. Okay? You'll be back. There you go.
We can stand up, though. Stand up.
Stay back for a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I said at the beginning of the show that I'm not a magician, that I am a juggler. See what I do right there in front of you. By the time I'm done, nobody believes me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a juggler. I'm a fire eater. Not a magician. But if we're very, very lucky, just maybe, we get together, we do just a bit of magic. Thank you, thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not quite done. Not quite done. Because you see, if you walk away from my show with anything, as far as an appreciation for other performers, know that when a juggler or a fire eater looks like he's doing something very cool, by the way, this has been burning the entire time, picking up temp, just maybe, he's actually doing it. This stuff burns hotter than gasoline. You can make napalm out of regular gasoline. Don't do it. And I put that in my face for minimal audience reactions. Have you enjoyed the show? Yeah! Would you like to see one last trick? Yes! Yes! And enthusiastically scream encore! Encore! Louder than that! Encore! Excellent, I will. Minion!
Yes, Dark Lord.
We'll cover the easy escape routes over there. But for right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to eat this one torch. I'm going to eat it in such a way that would make even most fire eaters scream for mommy. Now, as soon as I light this torch, you count to 3. That's 1, 2, 3. Then yell and scream the words, eat it. You'll see why. Are you with me? Yes!
Yes!
My 3 o'clock show is completely different. I recommend coming back, bringing 5 or 6 of your closest friends. In fact, come back to the fair, bring 5 or 6 of your closest friends. Turns out that the way this fair has been surviving is mostly by word of mouth, so you gotta let people know about it. I'm gonna light this torch. Light it. I'm gonna light this torch. You're going to say what?
1, 2, 3, eat!
Very well, I will, you sick and twisted sadistic puppets. God. It looks huge just before it goes in your mouth. Kind of helps if you have one of these. You know, half the fun of that is bringing people back that don't know what's coming, because then you get to watch them react. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure making you laugh, making you scream, making you squirm. When all is said and done, all I ask humbly in the end is that you fill my hat. Ladies, I'm not compensating, I swear. I'll hold it. And thank you. Thank you. I hope you have as much fun as I do. You can do it. Let it go. Thank you. 5 is a great number. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! Thank you much. Thank you much. It's sports.